Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Triffium and welcome back to another Misfits Racing League highlights video. Of course, it's the Oceanic Division taking you through, of course, the Hungarian. We're in Budapest and it's round 3. We hope you enjoy these highlights. Revo on pole position, a 112.4 from him. We have Ben the Bear lining up next to him on the front row. The Thai driver, a 113 flat. We have Freeware rounding out your top 3. And the lights are coming on in a very interesting fashion here. But the drivers are revving their engines. It's going to be Revo off the line. We are away racing here in Budapest, on board with Freeware, who's had a fantastic launch. Ben the Bear, not so much. Coming down to the line, it's too wide between the two drivers, and the Alfa Romeo around the outside right now. He goes deep. There's a bit of a timing desync right now, given the host of this lobby. I do believe it is Mikal, but he is 40 ways down this grid. Not entirely sure where he's landing. Still watching what's going on at the front here. We're going to switch on back to T-Mac now, who's around the outside of Rez, coming down through turn 2, up through, or turn 3, excuse me, as we move through turn 4. All of these drivers, there was a wheel-to-wheel exchange there. It was Apollo. He's still wheel-to-wheel. Mikal has a front row seat to this action, and this is some scary stuff coming out of turn 5 here, and we've got a yellow flag up coming through sector 2, and there goes a car. That's going to be Wangod off down a 180 out of the chicane. As Impulse now and Stars, they're wheel-to-wheel coming through turn 12. Stars is going to get ahead of the Mercedes, still holding things in 4th, but Impulse has shown his hand, and Stars knows he is absolutely barking up his gearbox right now.
Yeah, Impulse got a rocket run out of turn 11. Stars has already gone defensive out of the corner. That might destroy his run, or he might just be letting Impulse through here.
Yukio on the inside of Trin, coming down into turn 1 right now. A little bit of a wheel bang. This is going to open the door for Panda. Panda now wheel-to-wheel on the exit of turn 1, and that's Trin losing out 2 positions inside of a turn. It's in, as I say, Panda on the inside of Yukio coming down through turn 1, and it's a neat move from the Red Bull.
Very respectful from the two.
Mikal, the other Red Bull, on the inside coming down through turn 2 on Apollo. They're wheel-to-wheel coming through here. A little bit of a wheel scrape between the two, but it's going to be Mikal on the charge into 13th.
Smart choice here.
Panda
quick.
on the rear.
By the McLaren, and he...
Panda with a neat move. Sorry to interrupt you. Panda with a neat move on the inside of Rez now. Panda is up 6 positions. Mikal is up 8 positions now at the 2 pit stops from Stars and Yukio.
Unless we have a late safety car, don't see why not halves to the end.
Oh, and there's an issue. It looks like there's been 3 cars caught up in a collision coming outside turn 2 here. Mikal has end plate damage. I'm not entirely sure who else was caught up. Simdaga is in a situation here. Rez has a little problem named Revo right now. Revo being really impatient, but it's going to pay out. He actually just doesn't have time to wait around here. He just says, no, you know what, Rez, I'm going to go on the inside of turn 13. You're going to pit, no problem. I'm into P4. For the moment, it's a wheel-to-wheel exchange coming out of turn 1. Wangod versus Impulse, but Impulse gets it done into 6th. Yukio with a fantastic run. It's Rez that's going to lose out here. Coming out of turn 3 into turn 4 now. A lot of traction on these hards for T-Mac. The Williams with DRS now on the rear to the inside of the pit straight. And that's going to be a clean-cut move ahead into 9th. Mikal doing a little bit different here. He's around the outside of Zaino coming through the final turn. And he's going to get that move done ahead of turn 1. As I look now, it's going to be Impulse, back on the outside of Combined. Coming down through turn 1. There's another exchange of Stars on Psycho. It looks like Impulse into 5th. We'll switch on over with Stars to take a look. Flipping that, then Psycho being overtaken by both Ferraris in the span of 2 turns. That's Stars and Trin, 10 and 11, and it's going to be Yukio looking on around the outside of the Alpha Tauri coming out of turn 3. If he's able to get it done into turn 1, he's got a good look at the inside now. He's getting that car wheel-to-wheel. Psycho giving him the space. The wheel-to-wheel coming out of the final turn now. DRS for Rez is going to give him a great run on the inside, coming down through ahead into turn 1. There's with some aggressive weaving and distaste out here, but he's going to go around the outside through 13, it would seem. Simdaga a little bit earlier on the brakes here, and I don't know what Simdaga was trying to get done. Now here we go for the move around the outside, coming through into turn 4. Trin says, no way I'm going to even bother defending against that.
Once you've got the car settled in the traction.
Oh, with a big look there. That's Panda into the rear, and they're both off outside of turn 2. What a late
Whoa.
move from Panda.
That was a bit like, I believe
Wangod
it
on the
was one of
inside now, turn
McLaren.
2. We just saw it between two other drivers, but it's going to be Wangod showing Panda how to do it on the replay. Is under major threat, and this is where we saw it from the one Red Bull.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do when you're looking into that corner. Just have a bit of a peek, but if you're not going to commit, don't
Oh!
that's a nice move.
There goes Rez outside of
Ooh.
turn 3.
6 seconds by the looks of it. Trin.
And got around the outside of Mikkel through
All
turn 3. It's turn 2, excuse me, sorry to interrupt you there. And Mikkel holds it. That's a driver. Is that Zaino in the Racing Point? It is. And the Bear 1:15.8, the fastest lap of the session now.
Yeah. Zone is just dropped that on the inside curve of turn 5. We will get the position. It's just
Wangod and Mikkel in an exchange.
Wangod's got that position for now. Ruined his run. Pepsi's defending to the inside. Here we go. Another chance for a switchback. This time can he get this better? Yes, he can. That's perfect.
Isn't going to be
Can he
enough
hold it
though.
around the outside. That's the question. Should be able to hold this around the outside. Pepsi will have to yield into turn 3. Yeah, he already yielded midway through turn 2, so...
Really feeling it now. Wangod, as he said, on T-Mac, move to the inside coming down the pit straight.
For another person is when they start shadowing them like Stars is doing to Pepsi right now.
Yeah, Mikkel on the inside of T-Mac through turn 1. Yeah, Mikkel getting ahead nice into 7th position now. Want to give it up quite easily, as I say, though. Stars not giving Apollo much opportunity here. Around the outside now through turn 1. They're wheel to wheel. Are we going to get a switch back? There we have the Ferrari look to the inside, but I don't know if he's going to have the run. Yes, he is, with a great amount of traction coming out of those mediums.
So he just have made those little
Everywhere.
corrections.
And then on the inside of turn 4 there, combined completely conceded there. I think he just didn't want to have any issues. Trin now under major threat. Freeware is not waiting around. He's into 8th position. That's 2 and 2 for the German.
If you pull this off, Nami's going to have to back it out.
For the moment.
Yeah.
Revo takes the checkered flag. That's Revo with the race win here. Ben the Bear about to cross the line. He's coming out of the final turn. The tie driver in the Racing Point, finishing 2nd position here. It's going to be Impulse, 3rd driver to cross.
Been impressive from Impulse. Quietly good. Hasn't got himself in trouble. Just kept his head down. Would have been a boring race, but it's a good race nonetheless.